when you first turn it on, it'll spike up to red. So the higher up it goes, the closer the energy is and the stronger the spirit is. So.
All right, so here we are. We're about to go on this ghost tour. So y'all, it's about to get spooky.
You guys cemetery is back there to our left. That's where we're going to end up. This church right here used to be where that cemetery is now. Once we get back to the cemetery, I'll tell you why it moved and how it became a cemetery. But for now, they put this church on the corner on purpose. They made it massively huge. They hired a famous architect. It was his idea. The sole purpose was to entice elite visitors from the north to come to Fernandina and build. And it worked because, as I said, the Carnegies came here, the Rockefellers, Henry Ford, the automotive tycoon, etc. They call this the Jewel of Center Street. This church is in the ghost book. I was like going off from Minnesota. He told me at the bank that he was an avid ghost hunter. He's like, I watch ghost hunters, I watch ghost adventures. He literally knew almost as much as me, and he's 9. So when we got over here to the church, raised his hand, first thing. Excuse me, ma'am, are there any snakes on the tour? And I'm like, you mean like actual snakes or like snake ghosts, or what kind of snake are you talking about? And he said, I don't know, any kind. And I'm like, well, we're going to be on the sidewalk. I think you'll be good there. And I've never seen a snake ghost before, right? So he was satisfied with that answer. The lady that wasn't with him goes right here. She takes 4 photos right here on the sidewalk. She immediately comes back to the group. And she shows us this. It's not exactly a snake, but this little kid just said snake, right? And we're all like, that's so weird, right? I'm gonna let you look a little closer. So we were also focused on the fact that this little kid just said snake. We got something that looked like a snake that we totally missed the little girl ghost beside the snake. Because spirits are transparent, right? If you don't see her, let me know, I'll point her out. She's right over here. Spirits should be totally see-through. Sent in to me, okay? But what I'm going to tell you about this one. So these people were on my tour in 2021. As soon as we got over the tour at the bank, she immediately texted it to me, okay? That's all I can tell you. But I have other stories about this. When she sent it to me, I'm looking at it and I'm looking in the window. And then I thought, well, I've seen that thing in the window on every picture, right? Well, what I didn't notice was what was on the steps. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in for you guys to see. I'm zooming in as much as I can. And at first we thought this was a woman, okay? Until I've been doing the tour for 4 years now. So you have little kids on the tour, and they're back here tapping their mom on the leg, asking what's wrong with the man crying on these steps over here. Wearing a long white dress and long hair like Jesus, okay? And if you look at the way he's sitting, it doesn't look like a woman either. That's happened twice on the tour, so I'm convinced that there's a man. So this picture was taken on these steps. These children that were on my tour were telling me they were on those steps where she's at over there. So, all right. People on my tour have seen ghosts literally in between the curtains staring at us while we've been standing out here. Oh, it's going off. Yep. Okay. Last year there used to be, and I have video of it, one leaf over here, one specific leaf that there would be no wind, and this leaf would just go crazy. Yes, a playground. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of how the first child died on the playground, and yes, I said first. There was 4 kids that died on this playground before somebody pushed him off. Look at that slide that they put here back in the way day. That is like building Disneyland here, okay? It went from a 4-room wooden schoolhouse to this thing. So this is in a book obviously, that's inside of the inn. This is a hotel now. It's an inn, so you can actually stay here. It has a cute bar in it called the principal's office. It's open to the public. There's somebody getting into bed with them in the middle of the night while they're sleeping. I've literally had people on the tour look at their husbands and say, I told you I felt something get into bed with me. Get into bed with us. Other guests have reported covers being pulled off of them in the middle of the night while they're sleeping. That's just to name a few. Little kids, laughter, balls bouncing throughout the inn. You guys know in a scary movie when something's getting ready to happen, other than the music, what else happens?
The air changes.
Exactly. Now, in the movies, you'll see breath. Like it's got to be freezing cold for a ghost to be around, right? Wrong. That is all for Hollywood. That is just for special effects. It only has to drop 6 to 10 degrees for a ghost to be around you. So think about that for a minute. Something that you might feel like wind could be an actual ghost. That is why we use thermometers in ghost hunting. If the air drops at least 6 degrees, there's a spirit there in the room with you. Also smells. Have you guys ever smelled something from somebody that's passed on? Maybe grandma's cookies, some certain perfume, something that reminds you of somebody, right? That is them being there in the moment. But again, ghosts only last from 3 seconds to 30 seconds. That's about it. And that takes a lot of energy. So a lot of times you seeing them is the last thing to happen. You will hear them, you will feel them, you will smell them before you will ever see them, right? Mm-hmm. So, Nadina, right? 3 streets down, we're gonna call him Little Johnny. He was 4 years old. He snuck out of his house late one night around 10:30 p.m. How we know the time frame is as he's running down the, not sidewalk, we're gonna call it sidewalk. Now keep in mind there's 9 cars on the whole island to give you guys the time frame of this story. We're still horse and buggying it here in Fernandina. The roads are still dirt rock, okay? So as he's running down the pretend sidewalk, he waves at a lady up on her porch. And she said, I knew exactly where he was going because he was just booking it, you know, down the road. Where was he going? He's coming this way. He's running. He's 4 years old. He snuck out of his house. Where's he going? Yeah, the playground. Remember the big slide? Heck yeah. He's going as fast as he can. So he's running, and bam, he got hit by a car. Maybe because he's 4. Maybe because they weren't attuned to listen for vehicles back in the day. But when he ran across the street, the car hit him. It threw his body into the yard over there, into the grass. Problem is, by the time the old lady, who lives 2 streets away, moves a little slower, she gets up, looks down the road, she sees the car going. She's like, it never dawned on me that he hit the kid. It just didn't dawn on me because he left. The next morning, somebody walking to this church found his body lying in the yard, which means he lay there all night and he died of something traumatic. Again, why your spirit gets stuck right where it's at. So we're going to walk across the street when there's no cars coming so we don't become part of the ghost tour ourselves.
Something right here in the spot right here, man. Come on, yours over here. Whoa, Journey.
What? It's right here.
Whoa. Oh, that's because there's a reader right there.
Oh.
Because there's, yeah. See, not everything's a ghost. It could be, there is some explanation for things sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
Because that runs off a magnet.
Have to check.
Can I see what you got?
Yes, you got 2 faces. Hold it straight up and they can see.
Wait, Mom.
Mira esto, Marcela, mira esto.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I gotta. Wait.
Wow.
I got 2.
Oh yeah, you got an orb. Yeah. And what I was telling them, a lot of times when you get orbs,
Oh,
I have to repeat it.
no. And here's the thing: they're not going to answer immediately.
Oh.
They have to use energy. Okay.
So,
They have to
Little boy.
use energy to
little
open.
boy.
So when you're talking to ghosts, it's not like flipping on a light switch. They don't answer right now. You have to give
They
them
have to,
time.
they have to build up the energy.
Yes.
Did you get hit by a car?
There's a lot of energy out here at the school
No.
tonight.
You said no.
So it's a different
They
kid.
went together.
It does feel magnetic.
But when they really go together, it's gonna feel real nice.
That's when you fall off the slide.
Did you fall up the slide?
No. I seen it move.
Are you 4?
Were you the person that was in the room?
Yes?
It's hard to read them sometimes
Yeah.
because spirits are also, you know, they get confused too.
Are you Native American? Ask him who's Native American.
Are you Native American?
Good question. Because if it's not a kid, you know, that's off the slide, or somebody here could be from one of the different countries, you know. One time we were in front of a house and both. That's a no.
It's a big no.
What was that?
Is it close?
Is it Native? Is he
For
Native
what?
American?
No, there's no.
You have to
no.
say it.
Yeah, he
you
said
have to
no.
tell it what
No.
to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow,
Like,
just
you
straight-
have to make that decision.
Are you sad?
Right. And hold it closer together, about 3 to 4 inches, up like this just a little bit.
Open for yes, close for no.
Ask him, did he die of sickness or did he?
That's no.
Oh, he's not
Just
sad.
No.
repeating what you're doing.
Okay, he didn't die of sickness. Ask him. Say, so did someone kill you?
Did someone kill you?
Are you here with us right now?
No.
No.
You have to reset after every question. Yep.
No.
Okay, reset.
All right, let's go
All
on to the next one. Different. So I'm going to zoom in and show you guys all the way zoom in maybe. if I
So
can-
this was the exact tree they hung.
Yes. There we go. Zooming in there. So you guys can see how it came out of thin air and how it's not a bug. Yeah, and actually since then, because you're not allowed to cut trees down in Fernandina or back, especially heritage trees, this one didn't have a plaque on it when they moved in. That's why they cut it down. Now it has a plaque on it. Now it says that, but before it did not. So if you can imagine living here, and you see how the roots are exposed?
Yeah.
So this whole street used to be like that, and that is how they found those bones growing in the roots of those heritage trees, and a ton of them, a bunch. I'm talking like 500 or more bones growing in the roots of our heritage trees. It takes years for that to happen, years. So this island goes back to 1562. That is a very long time ago. All right, let's go on to the next one. So, children up in the trees, up in the treetops, some watching your every move. It said that if you come up on a child apparition, it will make a scream/screech at you, scaring you half to death. These children have no eyes. The Reverend, everybody sees him here in the cemetery. The famous architect, Robert Schuler, is buried right here. The one I've been talking about that built the church and all the famous things. He's buried beside his wife. The Amelia Williams house, the last bed and breakfast we went to, he is buried right here. This is his whole entire family. Kate Epps. Oh, one more thing. Make sure this is the actual cobweb. If you feel cobwebs on any part of your body, make sure it's an actual cobweb. And the reason I'm saying that is because, sorry, when you feel cobwebs, that is what it feels like when a ghost walks through you, or you walk through a ghost, or you get close to one, like you're touching it, okay? It feels like cobwebs. Now, when you get touched by a ghost, it's gonna feel like a butterfly or a moth land on you. But if you feel cobwebs somewhere, just make sure it's an actual cobweb, okay? Throughout the years, stands about 6'7" tall. He roams the cemetery as well. He was struck by a train here. You'll know him because of his height. Last but not least is Mary. Mary is a lady who's said to appear to those who come here to the cemetery to grieve. She also appears with empty black sockets where her eyes are supposed to be. If anyone tends to feel lightheaded, like you're getting a headache, like nauseous, any of the above, that is a spirit using your energy to come to fruition. Sometimes it can even feel like a vice grip on your head. I've literally had 3 people pass out in here. So this particular aisle that we're going down right now, for whatever reason, tons of cobwebs, okay? Not real ones. I don't know what happened down this aisle. There's always something here, but like 7 tours out of 10, half the people on the tour feel cobwebs here. Over here on the right is the Angel of Hope statue. She is put in the cemetery to protect the cemetery. The locals say that she cries blood tears when the cemetery is in chaos. Basically, when there's negative energy here, she will cry blood tears.
Yeah, I felt it.
Be careful, there's tree roots right here where I'm at now, so pay attention to the ground. I don't want anybody tripping. We have photos of spirits at this tree, peeking around it, looking at our tour down the aisle here. When you get behind the Angel of Hope statue, which again is right here, it's said that she turns around to look at you and her wings are now facing the other way. Anytime you go on a ghost tour, you go around something haunted, anywhere there's spirits, you want to make sure you don't take anything home with you. So I'm going to say something for all of us. It does not matter what higher power you use. The whole key is that you speak it out loud, okay? Thank you for allowing us to talk about your life and your death, but at this time with St. Michael the Archangel's protection, I do not give you permission to attach yourself to me or anyone on the tour group, nor do you have our permission to follow us home. Please stay where you are and stay at peace. Thank you. A lot of times when I do this, you'll see things. Like black robe figures, you'll see people. We've had kids running up in there because it's so dark you can't see, and they're literally right there looking at us.
Yeah.
You guys know when you're ghost hunting or when you're just looking for ghosts, or if you're watching a scary movie and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, right?
Yeah.
We're looking for ghosts, right, when we're going ghost hunting, but the ghosts are usually behind us. They already know that we're here. That's why you get all those crazy feelings on your backside, right? Just so you guys know. All right, let's go.
All right, so truth be told, when we booked this trip, we didn't know what to expect. We honestly thought we were going to be riding around on a trolley of them just pointing out buildings being known to be haunted. But it ended up being more like a ghost search, okay? And to be honest with you, we legit caught a ghost on pictures, okay? No messing, no fooling. We caught several orbs, and we got one picture inside of a window where we were told to take 3 pictures back to back to back. And one picture, there's nothing. The next picture, there's a full face. And then next picture, there's nothing. So, interesting that it turned out the way it did tonight. We weren't expecting it. I have a lot of video to go back through. I'm hoping to see, because as you can see, I videotaped probably 80% of it. And I'm kind of curious to see if there's anything in the video. If there is, I will point it out to you. But we're also going to put the picture of the apparition that we seen shortly after this right here. And y'all tell us what you think. So what do y'all think? After seeing the video, after seeing the pics of the orbs and the face that we got a pic of, I promise y'all there was no trickery in this. We legit just went on a ghost tour and caught this on camera. Y'all tell us what y'all think and comment below. Maybe we should do more of these ghost tours. We believe in these kind of things, but if you don't give us too much crap. But we believe in it. So maybe we should do more of these ghost tours videos. So y'all let us know what y'all want us to do.